Grand Rising, you got it. We are going to do this one this morning. Hello, hello. This is the plan for today. And I think I need some water. Good morning, Columbia. And I grabbed these plates from the Dollar of the Tree. Good morning, Seymour. You get 6 in a pack. They are 7.5 inches. Thank you, Joyful. But they are super thin. So I am going to glue 2 together. You could also use a bigger plate, but I think this one is perfect. You can also get them in blue, pink, yellow, all kinds of colors. So I'll be using 2 of those. Good morning, piñatas. And I'm going to be using these balloon stick kit. This was sponsored by a company called Yallove. And I am so sorry I forgot to add the link before the live, so I will add it after. So you can see inside, you get a whole bunch, I believe it's 100, of these balloon cups and sticks. These are paper, but they are super strong. And they have different colors, but you can also Yallove, Y-A-L-L-O-V-E. Or maybe it's Yallove, Yallove, Yallove. And I forgot, yes, you got it, Louise. You like the colored sticks? Thank you, thank you. Let's do a test of exactly, no, I was gonna bend one just to see. I'm pretty sure if you were to really bend it, it would bend. But they are pretty strong. No, don't, no. Okay, I'm gonna grab my glue gun that I forgot. Okay, I grabbed my my glue gun. This one is from HOTO, H-O-T-O, and I'm going to power it on. I haven't charged this for a while, but I think she'll be okay. It is called Yallove, Y-A-L-L-O-V-E. If you look up a few comments, Louise has put it there. And you can find them on Amazon. Hopefully it was okay for me to say that. I disclosed the content, so. And I just finished saying I haven't charged it for a while. And we've got a red dot happening. So I'm just going to grab my charger. And this just requires one of these chargers. same as my iPad. It does not come with the charger. And you can use it while you're charging it. So now we have the light back to white. She's already hot, ready to go. That is awesome. You have learned so much from me. That is great to hear. So I'm just going to put some glue and stick them together. This will give me a little bit more weight. I am good, thank you, Craig. How are you? And Tamira watched my live for 200 minutes. Wow. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Fatahila. I think that's how you say it. Yes, Connie, the live replay is available. And Deanna, yes, that is the correct spelling for HOTO. So now I'm going to take a balloon cup and I'm going to add some glue around the rim. And I'm going to place it right in the center. Good morning, Lady Jess. Hopefully I got it in the center. I didn't even measure, but it looks like it's pretty center. Oh, I'm going to have to check that out, Craig. I will check it out after the live. These are from a company called Yallove, Y-A-L-L-O-V-E. If you go on the A store and search that, you will find them. And I'm pretty sure they are offering in the UK as well. Make sure that that is stuck. I am also going to stick this one in, but first I'm going to cover it. Since everybody loves the Aurora Green, we are going to do this one first. This is from HOTO, H-O-T-O. I do have a link in my bio for this one, and I will add a link after the live for these. So I'm going to grab a Centerpieces Reflex Aurora Green. These balloons are sponsored from balloons.online, and they ship Centerpieces in Canada, but not in the US. So this morning I found out that Bargain Balloons is selling Centerpieces to the US. So bargainballoons.ca or bargainballoons.com. I am going to inflate this and then I'm going to let out the air. I didn't quite inflate it all the way. I just need it to be a little bit bigger so that I could fit the stick in there. Lisa Marie, you used to work for Bargain Balloons. That is awesome. I used to actually always go in there to pick up my orders. That was really before Ask Me for a Balloon was a thing. Okay. So I am just fishing this on. Except for I made it this big bubble happening at the top. And I'm pretty sure once I get it on, I can fix that. This is a workout for my arm. I don't know why you're not getting the alerts either. Wow. That's the first that has ever happened. It looks like a Fruit Loop. And let's see, did I lose too much? That's giving me a hard time. I gotta do another one. This time I'm gonna be more careful. Yes, Louise is mentioning if you subscribe on YouTube, you will get the notifications, but you will also have to turn the notifications on your device. I've had numerous people. Okay, this time I went almost to the end. I've had numerous people tell me they have no idea that I was still making videos. Okay, so if you see the end here, I think that's why it rolled up like that. I'm not going to let that happen this time. We are going to get you on good. Yeah, that might be what it is, because if you guys are like me, I usually have my notifications turned off on my device, or else it's going to be dinging every 5 seconds. But just know, everybody, I am trying to do it every single weekday. I'm trying to go live around 10 a.m. If I'm not going to go live, I will mention it. Okay, now, when I did that one, I cut it, but I was still left enough. Okay. I need to be able to glue it, so I just pulled it up a little bit. And I learned if you don't glue the stick in, it will pop up. I mean, it sticks in there pretty good. But when you put those balloons on there and the pressure, it will pop up. So I'm going to add some glue. I'm going to turn it back on. Or is it on? Maybe it's on. No. What's going on? Yes, this is just a plastic plate. I purchased it. Since I disclosed this is paid, I should be able to say I purchased it from the Dollar Tree. Okay, I'm going to have some action again with my glue gun. And this plate is 7.5 inches. Okay, I gave it a whole bunch of glue. And I'm going to glue that right in there. You were scared of the customers yelling for what? For these. I find this to be very economical. You got it, Pascalina. You do not need to go back and collect them. If I was using my acrylic stands, I definitely would want to go back and get them. Let's put this back on charge. Turn it off. Okay. So as you can see, the stick is covered nice. It's gonna have the matching color. What's the matter, Boots? Boots doesn't know how to meow proper. Okay. We are going to use Centerpieces and Kalisan. No problem. Yep, these are plastic plates from Dollar Tree, 7.5 inches. And I doubled them up. I glued 2 together because they were kind of flimsy. So we are going to use 12 5-inch chrome balloons. These are Reflex Aurora Green. And yeah, you have to put notifications for the app. And then this one is Kalisan. My little thingy flipped upside down. Normally doesn't happen when it's full. They are macaron. Let's do that. Macaron green. And I'm just trying to get that little thing out. And we will need 8 of these. And when I get balloons right from the bag, I just cut this right from the package so that I don't have to make a label. And I stick it in the bottom. Normally it doesn't flip on me, but this morning it did. And then I'm able to look at the bottom and know what's in there. And I think I forgot my sizers. Perfect, you got your notifications turned back on. Okay, these are going to be sized to 3.5 inches and 3 inches. so the first set is going to be 3.5 inches. And they will be your pastel colors. What's the matter, Bootsy? What? You're gonna jump out? Usually it's Moon. Okay. What pretty girl? You learning your meow? Hello. So we are gonna size these to 3.5 inches. So I'm just using my sizer. I saw somebody in a live last night. Oh, I can't remember the name. It was Kendra. Anyways, she had a sizer like mine, but it was smaller. Oh, I love the size of it. I gotta get me one of those smaller ones. I have a link for it in my bio. If you click my link tree, you will find it. And it does go together as a cube. I just find it so big, I prefer to just grab the pieces that I need, rather than carrying around a big cube. Sometimes misses things? Yes, I do. Sometimes I forget things. It's like I'm too excited. I'm going to repeat that and make one more. You have one that folds? Yes, I have that too. If it's the one that I'm thinking. I had one that was acrylic from balloons.online, and when I moved, somebody broke it. I had that thing for years. It's one of the things that I don't like about moving. So many things get wrecked. This island that I'm using, when it was in my kitchen at my old place, I wouldn't let anybody put anything on it unless they had some form of a coaster. Then when I moved, my lovely cousin decided it was a good idea to put it upside down and push it onto the truck. So she is pretty scratched. So now she's just my work table. I'm gonna make another quad. Okay, let's add this one on, which is easy. You can do it like this. Actually, we're not gonna do it that way. I'm gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna place one that's on this side of the pole. This one is going on the other side. I'm pushing it over and down. Because we have that glued at the bottom, I think that's the best way to do that. Now, let's get some Aurora green. Love this color. And these are going to be 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches. You are very welcome. So the stands was 2 plastic plates, a balloon cup, and a balloon stick. And that is what created the stands. And I don't know if I've ever created one this small before, but I think it turned out pretty cute. So now I'm gonna make 2 quads with the Reflex Aurora Green. Put them together. And let me just add that one on. This time I'm going to add it on as a quad. Twist it over and push it down. I just realized as I did that, I added the other things. I had added these first before I did this, when I did this the other night. But it's okay, it can still be added. Need more air in here. So I was saying at the beginning of the live, I have found out when I'm gonna receive the balloons for the carousel and the wall. Now it's figuring out the date to do the carousel. Some of you were mentioning you want to take the day off work. So if you are one of those ones and you're here, please let me know if you think Monday will be a good day. The products are going to be here tomorrow, but I was thinking maybe Monday will give everybody more of a chance to be ready. Monday would be great, and I think Pretty Pop, you are one of the ones that said you wanted to take the day off. Yes, I will do that maybe tonight or tomorrow morning. Maybe I will post a video of the last one that I did. You'll already be off? Perfect. That is awesome. I'm glad you won't have to take it off. You'll already be off. You don't have the base yet? Oh no, when is it coming, Pascalina? Now we need 4 of the chrome. Connie, I think these particular ones only come in this size, but I know there are longer ones available. These will be 3 inches as well. And these ones I'm not going to tie close together. I'm going to tie them close to the nozzle. Well, happy birthday, Elizabeth. So I tied it nice and loose so that I can do this. I'm just going to pull it right under these balloons. And it's going to sit just like so. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that. I can't get you guys any closer to the other one. So I'm going to just do this again in case you didn't see. I take that and I slide it right under these balloons. And it'll sit like that. Now I need to make one more set. Connie, you're not in Ontario, are you? I don't think you are. Well, remember, these are not going to be tied close together. I'm going to tie them more closer to the nozzle. And I really have to make it a mission to create that group this week. I want to see everybody's work. So now this one, I'm going to slide it under carefully so that it goes in the other one. So now you end up with this. Money, don't start. I gave you a warning. And it looks like I took out too many of these. And now for the top. Thank you, Seymour. Oh, it's like magic. I'm not sure, but I didn't press them down too much. I think it's the way that I added it to the stick, the first bunch. So now for this bunch, we're gonna go pretty close to the top, twist it over, and it'll go all funny like that. That's okay, because it will strike now. So now I'm gonna take my mini quad, place that on the pole, and then, whoops, you gotta be there. Okay, now I'm just pushing them close together. Just show you that pole piece is down in there. You want it so that when you add your foil, it's going to sit on top of these balloons. And I like to line up these balloons with those. We got a hole. Oops. Of course, I have to do a fix. Okay, now, it was this one, this way. Okay. I'm going to snip it, and then I will just tie right to that one. I think that'll work. Wet pop, wet breakage. There isn't anything broken. Okay. Qualatex 18-inch round foil. Thank you very much. BVs. Well, just there, I am happy to hear. Oh, and Connie, you are in Florida. If you were here, I would tell you to come by and get some maxi cups and sticks. Love this color, and it matches perfectly with the Aurora green. Liz, you're loving the tulips over here. Me too. Thank you very much. I want to make some more flower bouquets. There's a flower that I made. It was with like a number stack. And I was trying to make it the other night and I couldn't. I'm like, but I made it before, so I gotta do it again. A blue monkey and an orange penguin for a jungle bunch stack. I'm sure you will find those colors. So I had, and you're unable to get them, check the tea store. If somebody can put that in the comments. So that 260 that I messed up on the stand earlier, I'm going to use that to add my 18-inch foil. So I just placed it in the middle. Yes, thank you, Pascalina. And I'm going to roll down. I just realized now, Tiana, you said nothing to see. That was when it popped. Okay. So I have these ends. So I'm going to stick it on the top. And I'm just going to wrap around the balloons and let it go. Then take the other end and we're going to do the same. And let it go. And that's what we have so far, which this could be perfect all on its own. But we're going to add a little oomph, as my mom would say. So we are going to get two 260s. Yes, and check Etsy for that blue monkey and orange penguin. Either that, or you're going to learn how to make a monkey with twisting balloons. Ron actually has a video. I think it was our second video on the channel. And I believe he has a penguin as well. So just 1.5 pumps. Thank you very much, Deanna. And I'm going to squeeze it. And I'm going to tie it into this balloon. Actually, no, I'm not tying it. I'm just going to wrap it around a couple of times. Now we are going to create pearls. So with my left hand, I am grabbing the balloon, and with my right hand, I'm going to twist. So if you can see, there is one little pearl down there. It's not exactly liquid. And give your balloon a squeeze. These balloons are from balloons.online. Actually, the Centerpieces is from balloons.online. The Kalisan is from Bargain Balloons. And that's .ca if you're in Canada, or .com if you're in the US. Okay, that is probably plenty to go around. Oh yeah, more than enough. So I'm going to cut it, release another bubble. And now with this end, I will just be wrapping it into one of these balloons. So I'm going to, which way do I want to go? It doesn't need very many pearls. Now when you get to the top, oops, sometimes you will lose a bubble. It's okay, you can fix it. So I am just going to pull this piece right around the balloon. I'm going to go around another one. You love the colors? Thank you, me too. And now we have attached our pearls. Pascalina, it's so much easier doing it this way, isn't it? And this is Kalisan Macaron Green. Or is it macaroon? Macaron. So Kalisan Macaron Green. And these are Centerpieces Reflex Aurora Green. Perfect, perfect. I like hearing that, Pascalina. Okay. Now I'm going to inflate the last part, which will be another 260. And hello to everybody joining on YouTube. This one, I'm not sure how many pumps. I did like 7 or 8, but I'm going to be releasing air to measure it. Let's see, that went down low enough. think that's going to be perfect. And no glue for this part. So, you will take your nozzle end and wrap it around this balloon. One second. Money? Okay, we don't want to be loud today. Okay? You gotta be quiet or else Mama has to put you in the room. You're too noisy. Okay, now we are going to just go all the way around. I'm gonna give it another squeeze. That should fit in there perfectly. So at the other end, no money. Okay, come on. You say hi and bye. You are a distraction. Okay, you see Boots is all nice and nice. Okay. Alrighty. Always gotta lock her up. She becomes too noisy. So, as I was saying, I'm going to pull this part around one of the balloons. And then I will fit it over top of the foil. Okay. No, I want it to be more tight. Uh-oh. Did you guys see that? Oops. Let's see if I can bring them back again. No. They come too funny after. It's okay, I have a scrap piece. I'll make it good as new after I do this part. That's just trying to make it come a little bit longer. When you add this piece, you want it to be nice and snug into the middle, if that makes sense. You know the struggle? Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could add glue, but I don't think it's necessary. And it's got a fixer. She's leaning. Thank you very much. Okay, that was an issue. Might have to fool with it a little bit. Okay, that's done. Okay, don't go down there. Ta-da! Okay, I need to make some new pearls for the middle. And just so you know, we are going to do one more, the exact same, but we are going to do purple. How many in the comments love purple? And Monday is going to be carousel day. So Monday, I'm not sure of the date. I believe it's the 16th. So I think Tuesday is St. Patrick's Day. The deeper the better. Purple. I am just making back pearls again. Since I made the mistake of forgetting about that they were tied in. Oh, your birthstone is purple. Beth likes purple. We got some over here in YouTube too. You love me, I love you too. Okay, I think that shall be good. Let me tie that off. Okay, now I'm just going to twirl. It's going to go around the pole. I'm going to take this end and wrap it in around the balloon. Oh, and word of advice. One of my very first gigs that I did for Centerpieces, I made one similar to this, except for it was a clear plastic dish. So I glued everything. I made all the centerpieces. I put them all in the back of my truck. I did not have air conditioning turned on. When I got to the event, everyone that I grabbed separated from the plate. The heat melted the glue so much that it came undone. So if you're taking them in hot weather, turn on your AC. Please and thank you. The purple colors are Sempertex Reflex Violet and Kalisan Standard Lilac. The blue I didn't do on camera. Losing a pearl after how many days? This one I made on Sunday. The base is a 7.5 inch plastic plate from the Dollar Tree. I've glued 2 of them together, and then I used, one sec. I used a stick, or a cup and a stick. And then this was glued to the plate. And this was glued into the cup. I'm sure you guys have seen these. I will add the link after the video. So the blue, what did I use? I used Reflex Blue. And I think this was just a standard blue, Kalisan. Or maybe it was, I think it was Macaron Blue. What happened, Bootsy? You looking for money?